What's up everyone, hope you're all having a great day, and today I'm talking about the Alternox and I'm gonna sum it up to you guys. It's a very interesting weapon but also a very mediocre one. Stats are pretty okay-ish, slightly above average crit multiplier. The crit chance is not really there. Status is okay. Standard build, viral, hunter munitions, a bane, and yeah. To get this weapon going, you really need either to have all your galvanized mods and your arcanes going, or to armor strip. Just let me show you how it works. The primary fire has infinite punch through. It will go through all of the enemies, and I think it also has infinite travel time. Secondary fire releases pretty much the gyre, one of the gyre skills, and it will deal your modded elements along with electricity. So it's pretty okay to spread some status and maybe do some CC, but yeah, on this row was pretty much a magazine without getting any procs and stuff, and yeah, pretty bad. I'm gonna get everything going just so you guys can see the difference. Now that pretty much everything is going, the weapon starts to get interesting. But with the way that things are bugged in this game right now, if you haven't seen yet, this is pretty bad because you're losing the consistency very easy. Yeah. With this, you're gonna kill everything in the star chart, no problem, I think, probably. But when you get to Steel Path, things are gonna get much more hairy, and yeah. You get some armor removal going, things get much more interesting. The weapon starts dealing a good amount of damage. Just really good. Another thing that is terrible is the ribbon disposition. Like, it's a 1, and the weapon is really bad. Like, you saw it. To get it going, you need everything going. So it's pretty mediocre, but pretty interesting. Another unique stuff is that this is actually one of the few things that will kind of attach to a nullifier bubble. As they walk, it will move with them. It's pretty interesting. Even though it might not destroy a nullifier bubble with a single ball, but yeah, it's still unique. It's the only thing that does that. And do you have other builds? I've tried making something like a primer, but this is just a very weird weapon. And there seems to be no multi-shot going on the secondary fire, so again, really strange / mediocre. Primer, it's nothing too crazy, has a good amount of range, might be a good primer, or maybe even for CC, but nothing too crazy. Ball's gonna stay there for around 10 seconds, and then it's gonna explode, and you can only throw one at a time. And again, that is really bad. I've tried some different stuff. I tried going with corrosive and heat, tried going with only hunter munitions. It will perform slightly better, but yeah, it feels like it's missing something, and I really don't think he's gonna do anything about it, which is really sad. If they would, it would be amazing. You can see with the corrosive and heat going, it's much more interesting. But again, you need everything going right to get it going. This is probably not gonna hold up very well into later game. Is there some interesting stuff? Of course. If you get Vauban with Zara's Whisper, you'll see some very interesting interactions, but it's something kinda specific. You wanna throw your Vortex first, trigger your Zara's Whisper, and then start using your skills. If you do in a different order, things will start to go really crazy. If you had any buff going, it would be much easier. But yeah. It has to go. They have to go into the vortex first, because if you Zara Whisper and then throw your vortex, strange stuff starts to happen. It is interesting. It's a kind of a unique interaction. This weapon is also a very good way to proc your Zara's Whisper. It just like seems to trigger almost every time. It's pretty crazy. And it deals a good amount of damage because enemies are grouped and this deals electricity damage, so it's pretty good. It can also be very interesting with mag. Just bubble and start shooting. If I had the Arcane Avenger here, it could be much more deadly. As I told you guys before, I think this has infinite travel time or something like that, because you can clearly see the shots in there. And when the bubble timer goes off, you'll see that enemies will get hit by these shots. It will happen with Zara's Whisper too. Yeah, they just flew away too fast. And remember Breach Surge Garuda? This can actually be a decent catalyzer. Personally, I think the weapon is very interesting and unique, but sadly it's not that good. Let me know what you think about the weapon in the comments below. Also, if you have any other interesting combo, leave everyone know in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to leave it a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!